Asara B'Teves, the city of Yerushalayim, was besieged by the forces of Nebuchadnezzar of the Babylonians 2,500 years ago. And this coming week, Jews fast on this Asara B'Teves. And the question is, why should you and I fast on Asara B'Teves? It's a commemorative event. It's something that happened 2,500 years ago. So I feel bad, I feel terrible, but why should I fast today? What is the act of fasting going to do for myself and for the world? And how is that going to better and help Yerushalayim? And what's fasting got to do with anything? When we understand what Asara B'Teves is and what fasting does, we get why we should fast today. So first, let's take a look. What exactly transpired on Asara B'Teves? Well, on Asara B'Teves, the city was besieged. And then later on, 3 years later, on Shivasa B'Tammuz, on the 17th of Tammuz, they actually broke through and breached the walls. And then on the 9th of Av is the destruction of the temple. And then later, Gedaliah was assassinated, and so we have Tzom Gedaliah, the fast of Gedaliah. Now each of those other three events, it makes sense why we fast. Because something actually transpired. The walls are breached, the city, the temple is destroyed. Why do we have to fast on the 10th of Teves? Nothing actually transpired on the 10th of Teves. But in fact, the beginning is crucial. Because at that moment, see, what happens is, they look outside the window, imagine they gaze outside the walls of Yerushalayim, and what do they see? This vast, mighty army of Babylonians, and they are gripped with fear. The people of Jerusalem. Instead of reacting from a point, a position of power, they are gripped with fear. Now there's nothing actually wrong at this point. It's what may transpire later on. But the fear grips them already now. And so it is in our lives. That often, there is no actual problem going on. We are just gripped by fear of the unknown, what may be, what could be. Will the baby be healthy? Will I find love? Will I have a livelihood? All the unknowns and what may be is projected and grips us with fear. So what do we do in such instances? We fast. Fasting is a form of teshuvah, because what happens to you as you fast? You start off your day, and if you're a coffee addict, you need that coffee. And when you're fasting, you let go of the coffee. And then you want that breakfast, and you let go of the breakfast. And as the day progresses, you feel that sense of rumbling, your stomach rumbles, and you feel yourself letting go. Fasting is a practical act of us letting go. And as we feel powerless, on Asara B'Teves we feel overwhelmed. The reaction should be to fast and to let go of the stuff. Because all that stuff is what binds us to this world, and we know what it feels like. That first croissant, that first orange juice which you have right after the fast when you are yanked back into the world. But during that moment, during that Asara B'Teves, you feel the power of letting go. And that's the real power. When you're powerless, to give the power over completely, to give it over to God, and that becomes your power. And so when you fast on Asara B'Teves, what's the benefit to us of fasting on Asara B'Teves? Practical. It's that when you feel powerless and overwhelmed, give the power over. Give the power over to God. And the fasting process on Asara B'Teves is the way we let go and let God in.